passer à EquiSafe. Bilal, je remercie doublement Bilal qui est dans un hôtel à Dubaï et qui a accepté gentiment de nous parler du projet EquiSafe dont on avait entendu parler il y a 2 ans déjà. Car Bilal avait participé à la première transaction en Europe sur un hôtel particulier dans la banlieue parisienne. C'est le premier immeuble européen qui a été acheté et détenu via une transaction blockchain. C'était en juin 2019. Le projet a pas mal évolué. Et donc, je cède la parole à Bilal pour nous présenter où en est aujourd'hui EquiSafe.
So hi everyone, my name is Bilal. I will do the presentation in English to make sure everyone understands. Thank you for the invitation. I'm the CEO and co-founder of EquiSafe for the past 3 years. And just like Laurent said, we were responsible for the first real estate transaction in Europe. And since then, we've done more than 150 transactions. So the solution we propose to enhance the liquidity of private markets have 3 angles. The first one is regarding the processes of the transactions. This process is very much analog, and what we're trying to bring here is some digitization to try to create some network effects. And then on top of that, there is an infrastructure level that needs to be upgraded to handle the technical legal complexity of those real estate transactions, which embed a lot of compliance and a lot of rules depending on your country of issuance, the nationalities of people that are participating in the transaction. And the idea by using smart contracts, and I will get deeper in it, is to be able to automate this compliance, to automate the rules on which the securities can be exchanged, so that we can streamline the verification, the eligibility of the transactions. And then third, there is no digital infrastructure, just like Boursorama or those online brokerage. And it's the rise of those online brokerage that enhance the liquidity of public markets. And what we're trying to do is basically doing the same for private markets. So we're bringing, so it was hard to tackle this for the main reason is that the shareholder registry of private companies was handled on paper. And so when you are handling this on paper, you don't have one single, the shareholder registry can have multiple copies among multiple people. And then the data that is contained in this shareholder registry might not be the same from one person to the other. The advantage by using blockchain technology is that this digitization allows a very exhaustive control of the data. So basically, you have one unique source that is shared among all the participants, and there is a great granularity on and great disponibility of the data to retrieve. Another advantage is that blockchain technology brings resilience resilience to your data, which basically kills the risk of losing the information. And we're not a fully crypto company. We're using blockchain for a very specific reason, which is those 2 that I've just quoted. And then we have a bunch of other tools within the software that allows for the digitization of the process and also the improvement of the investment experience. What we propose basically as a value proposition is that to get people on our platform is that we propose a 48-hour deal. So basically how we've cut the roles, your job is to source deal and source the investors. And our job is more a back office and middle office job where we structure the company, onboard the investors, handle the compliance, and also the whole administrative task, the life cycle management, like American people says. So we propose this service using our software, and our software, like I said, through blockchain, improves the management of the shareholders. It can issue electronic securities, transfer them very securely, automate some approval by encoding some of the compliance, and obviously all of this happens in a verified environment. What we provide as well for the investors is that they have a very clean dashboard when they can aggregate all their participation and all the documentation that are linked to their participation, which allows for a broad view of your portfolio and very accurate data anytime. And the cherry on the cake here is that we can use those two bricks to build this secondary market to improve the liquidity. And so the liquidity comes at the end of the value chain. And so you had all those improvements in processes, digitization, automation, in order to be able to create an efficient secondary market. So we've been evolving from basically a legal tech company where we've been building those building blocks to a fintech company where now we want to use the user of the platform to create this distribution network and this secondary market. And just in a couple of numbers, we've onboarded more than 150 clients. We have almost 1 billion euros under administration in terms of net asset value, cumulative net asset value. Through our platform, more than 100 million euro were raised, and there are 7,500 users account connecting every day, checking their portfolios and interacting with the issuer. Obviously, we're a regulated company, whether it is from the French Central Bank and very soon from the French regulator. And the license from the French regulator will allow us to distribute those security while shifting from a tech company to a financial company where we'll be distributing the securities. So my name is Bilal El-Alami. Like I told you, here's my mail. Happy to exchange if you have some inquiries. And the rest of the team is mostly very experienced. My co-founder, Frédéric, has a legal background. Maxime has a background in transaction services. And our CTO, who joined us 9 months ago, used to have a background in traditional finance IT. Thank you, everyone.